Everybody loves the sunshine. Sunshine.
Hello, my loves, and welcome. Thank you so much for joining me here on my channel. We're going to go ahead and jump right into the reading. I apologize for the reading that I posted the other day. The volume was terrible. That was actually a pretty good read. But we're going to go ahead and jump right into this energy. We're going to look at what are their emotions, what are their intentions. We're going to look at the energy of what their next moves are going to be, what's driving those moves or actions or behavior. And we're going to get at glance at what they're not telling you, right? What information they're not sharing. And then we'll get messages of advice from spirit, and then we'll look at your free will energy. So let's go ahead and take a seat, take a peek, and see what is on their mind. The person most on your mind, what is their true emotions? What is the true emotions of the person that's most on the collective's mind? And 3 shuffles for knowledge. Wisdom, and perfect self-expression. All right, let's go ahead and jump right in. Thank you, Spirit. I do want to take into account, too, with the retrograde energy of Saturn, we are definitely in a period of time where we're looking at karma. A lot of karmic energy in the air, so I'm not surprised if anything karmatic, right, will come up, or anything related like that. But that just, when I was doing the meditation for this reading, the other thing that came up for me was I was looking at Gaia, Mother Gaia, and the earth, and all of the elements, right? The elemental energy of the air, and the elemental energy of spirit, and the elemental energy of the water, and then the earth, right? With the energy of the metals, and stone, and wood, and, all of the elements. And so I don't know. We'll see what comes up in the reading, but for whatever reason, the elements were high on the factorial list in this energy of premeditation. So, I am upside down. I was about to say, I'm upside down. Ooh, we have the Hermit energy coming out. I mean, the High Priestess energy. So right now they're hiding, right? Somebody's hiding their emotions right now. They're keeping things close to their chest. They're not really talking or expressing anything at this time, right? But they're deep in contemplation because they are thinking about their next moves. Rather, it's the next moves towards someone or just the next moves in their life altogether. They're also going through a little bit more of a deep dive with the High Priestess energy because they're getting some kind of spiritual influences, right? I'm not sure if this is like dream activity, but it's almost like whatever it is that they're going through, it has them kind of caught up, is how I'm getting this energy here. I don't know why I feel like somebody feels like they're tied to their thoughts or they're tied to their emotions. This is highly emotional energy. I look at the High Priestess energy a lot of times as Cancer energy, Pisces, beginning and ending energy, rebirth types of energy, but then also, and you see this particular High Priestess is post in the air, right? And I oftentimes think of the High Priestess energy as more of the spiritual connection to universal law or karmic law. And thank you, Spirit, for tying that together when we were talking about the energy of Saturn and karma. But I think of it that way as like a polarity to the energy of justice, right? The 11 energy being a 2, and also the High Priestess energy being a 2. And this particular High Priestess is post up in the air. So it's giving me like some kind of continuous thought, right? It's like continuously on the mind here of someone, but it is more of a spiritual imprint or impression than it is anything else. What's their intentions? 10 of Pentacles. Okay, so this is somebody who sees like family with you, and it's more than just family, especially with the Tree of Life energy. This is like more of the universal law type of energy, like purpose intention, from the energy of the divine down into the energy of the earth and manifestation. It's like this is more meant to be, and it goes back to, I often think of the high priestess as a Akashic record energy. And so it's almost like it's something here about it that has more of a spiritual significance or influence over it, right? It's like generational, but also spiritual. It has a higher meaning. I wouldn't be surprised if the Hierophant energy comes out, but it's like it has a higher meaning, like a higher order or a higher cause than just the mundane. Next moves. Knight of Swords. So this is somebody that could be coming in to give you a message, but usually, yeah, they might be coming in because he has his arrows on his back. And usually when these, especially in this particular deck, when someone is directing information, it's usually more depicted with the arrow. But this person is on a bike, so it's definitely giving me movement energy. It's like somebody's next intention is to come in and communicate something. I'm not getting any hostility with this energy here either. It's very intentional, very directed, right? Someone has a purpose here. A definite purpose is coming in, but I don't really feel any hostility or anything like that from this energy. I feel like it is not confrontational, but it's straightforward. It's also well thought out. This is completely directed energy. Whatever this is coming in, it is directed for an intention or a purpose. And let's see, what's driving this? Look at this King of Cups. Yeah. Somebody is coming in to express their love. And I'm telling you, you see how he's blowing that? Like the trumpet? I'm telling you, it may be going back into the energy of Jason. I pulled up the song and I actually titled that last video after Jason Derulo, Trumpet. Yeah, this person is it also falls in the space of realizations, right? And their realization is like in their reality and what they feel. Yeah, you definitely bring out the trumpets. This is somebody who is very, very deeply in love, and that's the reason why they see you as a part of their legacy, as a part of their heritage, as a part of their like core. This is long-term family. Definitely could be soul family next to the Akashic records. What's at the bottom of the deck? This is reunion type energy too. 3 of Cups. Somebody wants to come in and rekindle something, recreate something, bring forth some kind of come back to cooperation, collaboration, working together, teamwork here. I'm feeling teamwork. These 3 women here are in bathing suits. It's almost like, but it seems like they're practicing some form of dance, like a teamwork here. Energy is coming out for me. Yeah. So let's see. What are they not telling? King of Swords. Some kind of truth. Somebody, and it's funny that you got 2 king energies coming right back to back here. And it's almost giving me like 2 sides to the same story. There's some kind of truth I feel that is not being spoken. Especially what they're not telling you. Yeah. It's something about some kind of truth. But I'm also feeling emotions for some reason with this energy. Because it's something that can be changed, right? It's something that they feel like they have the power. And so therefore, withholding maybe a truth, not speaking something, or either having some form of knowledge that they're not sharing. There's something, especially with the High Priestess energy, there's something here that is not being shared. They have no intentions of sharing this information for some. Let me keep going, because yeah, this is opening up. Let's see. The energy of what spirit wants you to know. King, wow, we have three kings back to back here. And the King of Pentacles is somebody that's usually dependable, reliable, trustworthy, supportive, a good leader, a good provider. And this is the energy of what spirit, this is spirit's message here for you. I'm going to have to do some deep digging and see, is this like the energy of the same person? Or do you have four different energies out here? What I am seeing is a tremendous amount of growth and maturity, though. Three kings are out here. What is your message of advice? Free will energy, Six of Cups. Yeah, this is someone that you have history with. And it's definitely given past life history here. And I'm not surprised with that Saturn energy. Yeah. I'm not surprised. This is like long. And look at this. This is almost amazing. I love these cards. It's almost like they run into each other. Like they blend. You see, like those are the continuation of the rocks. It's almost like they blend into each other. Wow. And in this particular deck, I think I brought it up the other day. I love the fact that this deck depicts like more mature individuals instead of younger. But this is like a deep, long-standing commitment here. Or someone that you've known, you've grown together. But there's also that Akashic energy and past life energy here, more on a higher soul vibration or level. And the bottom of the deck energy here, you have the energy of the Three of Cups. And this goes with the energy of their emotions, right? Happiness, joy. You know, those are big pieces of their emotions, a reconnection here. And in the energy of their intentions, you have judgment. Yeah. Somebody has been deep in contemplation and in thought with this energy. And you have two reunion cards or reconnection cards back to back here. The Three of Cups can talk about getting back together or reconnecting or a reunion, and so can judgment energy. Definitely on the next or higher level here. On the higher level here. You know, this is like where spirit energy comes in. This is divinely guided and orchestrated. It's kind of like it was destined to go through this particular path. Destined to open up in this particular way here. With that 10 energy. Very much so. Giving me very much twin flame energy too as I'm looking at the Celtic energy. It's like the divine masculine pillar and the divine feminine pillar, and the dance and the integration that you go through the process of evolution and the seven worlds. I'm really getting that very significantly here, especially with this Akashic High Priestess energy. Let's see. Next moves. Two of Swords. Okay. This is somebody who wants to break the stalemate. Whatever stalemate, whatever division that has been going on between the two of you, this is someone who has intentions on breaking that stalemate energy. Definitely. So remember I said how they're directed. It's directed energy. It's decisive energy. Is, you know, this is targeted energy here. Targeted energy, very much so. Directed towards someone here. And this is depicting an energy of making a head over heart decision. but it's also going within to find the answers. So whatever it is, this, they had to go within in order to find the answers that they sought here, and also to find the guidance. They had to go into their intuition. They had to go into their emotions, into their heart space, and not so much, even though this is swords energy, not so much cerebral, not in their heads. This is a very highly emotionally driven action here, because this is what's driving this is the King of Cups. Their emotions, their love, their feeling. Yeah, that feeling of glee. In this particular position was this position was the sun. No? I wouldn't say it was this position, was the sun. And it's that trumpet sound here, right? It's like, doo, 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 doo. Yeah, it's like the happiness that comes in that's driving this. Justice, you cannot make it up. There you go. There you go. So when you think about the energy of Libra, it is relationships, it's contracts, it's agreements that you have in the Akashic, in the spiritual realm, before you even incarnate into this realization, lifetime, or existence. And it's all about the support that you're going to offer one another, your soul tribe, your community, to help you to go through these processes, to be judged, to ascend to the higher realm, to reach a higher level of civilization, realization, and spiritual evolution. And this is the reason why there's the mastery of emotions here, the mastery of the ability to give and receive, the ability to speak life, provide life, care, and nurture and support. And then there's the energy of having the intellect, the wisdom, the knowing, right? Being enlightened through the energy of the King of Swords, having that higher level of enlightenment, higher level of awareness, being more in tune to spiritual nature, and then now being grounded in the physical world, being able to pull all of that energy. Thank you, Spirit. See, Spirit said, "I told you to follow the energy of the elements." Okay, so in the Aquas energy, you have, and it's funny that it came out at first, right? In the Aquas energy, you have the energy of what is through all creation, right? Everything is created through the energy of the water. That's the energy of fertility. It's the beginning building block of life. But what sparks that energy is the intention, the mind. What you think about, you bring about, you achieve it through this energy of what you think about. What's on your mind, that's like the blueprint. It's giving you the instructions, kind of like how the DNA is manifested through the RNA, right? It's telling you what needs to be brought into the physical realm, what needs to be in the energy of manifest. And then this is where you take the instructions, or you use the energy and you create it or manifest it into the energy of reality. And that's how this energy is coming through here. And the energy of justice is just piggybacking on the energy of balance, reciprocity, mutuality, mirrored energy, balance, equilibrium, the process of all of life. As above, so below, as within, so without. Homeostasis. Everything being kept at a specific balance or level or space. And it also represents the energy of contracts, relationships, and love. Spirit says, don't forget about love. It's falling right up under the King of Cups, the Venusian Venus energy, and love. So let's see what they're not telling you. Eight of Cups. Somebody is not, they don't want to speak about why you left. Yeah, it's almost like they don't want to talk about it. You know, because there's some piece or aspect with, like, remember I was like, you know, it talks about what they're not saying, some kind of truth. And it has to be the truth about why you left. This person is fully aware, right? You can't get any more enlightened than the King of Swords. In the instance of the elevation, right? You're not a page or a knight. You're in a king's energy. So you're fully enlightened. You're fully aware. You understand. You know, right? There's knowledge here. You know why this energy walked away. But they don't want to talk about it. They don't want to talk about it. We're going to dig deeper into that. We're going to look at the energy of your spiritual guidance here. Wow, did not tell you. This is the Emperor energy. It's not the Hierophant energy, but I was thinking that when I saw that we had at least 3 of the kings out here. I'm like, wow. This is spiritual guidance here. Is this like true Emperor energy that's coming out? And it's really funny that it came out this way, because the only king that's missing is fire. Aries, the Emperor. So he's elevated into the Emperor energy. And that was one of the things that the reading was saying, is that they're matching your energy. They want to come in, they're boosting, elevating themselves. If you coming out as the high priestess, and that's the reason why I said the Hierophant, but right now they've at least elevated into their Emperor energy. And this is what you don't see. This is subconscious energy here. Yeah. They're like, I'm in tune with my emotions. I understand. I'm clear. You know, I'm in touch with my emotions. In some way, aspects, I've thought this through. I've grown. I've gained some knowledge through this experience. I'm wiser, right? I'm wiser now. I'm more intelligent. I'm more enlightened now. And I'm also more grounded. I'm more invested. I'm invested in this, right? This is an investment here, the Ten of Pentacles energy. And nostalgia. Because at the end of the day, there's love here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah. Well, it is the 6 of Cups, but but this is giving me, you know, that energy. Not only of the balance, but I'm looking at the gold. It's almost like, yeah, there's a tremendous amount of value here, which is legacy, lifelong legacy. You can't get any more abundant than a Ten of Pentacles energy. There's abundance here. There's legacy here. Yeah, and this Emperor is showing up. And this is spiritual guidance. They're showing up correct, is the energy and how it's been coming through. Your messages of advice, free will, 9 of Pentacles, okay? This is your free will energy here. So this is what's influencing that 6 of Cups energy. 6 of Cups energy just talks about balance, reciprocity, connection, as past life energy. But the 9 of Pentacles energy is about some form of service, some form of work. It is the 9 close to the 10 of Pentacles. It's the energy that you're meant or supposed to be in. It's whole energy. It's like this, it's like Spirit is saying this person is coming back to you whole. And they are single at this time. There's a wholeness and a singleness here at this time. I'm trying to see what deck I'm going to pull next for some clarifier energies. I had a deck and I don't see it out here. I got to moving all of my decks around looking for a specific deck. And now I don't see where it is that I want to use here. And then we have the energy of the night. You cannot make this up. This is somebody that's a part of your soul journey, that's here to help you grow, that you're put in their life to help them to grow. Yeah, I found it. So what's blocking you? I'm gonna take a little bit of a deeper look. Because right now you are not connected because you have this energy of the Eight of Cups. So you definitely moved away for some reason, right? Show us some more energy here. This is such a beautiful reading, and it goes along with the trumpet song, or the trumpet reading, and that was such a beautiful reading as well. It's like somebody is really, truly showing up in a brand new, in a different energy, and I'm really not surprised with the way the stars are aligned and all of the things that are going on. But we're also in Mercury retrograde still, and so we have to really think about this energy, right? I definitely wouldn't make any moves during this time. You know, we have to wait until this Mercury retrograde energy passes, because just like the other reading was saying, back down memory lane, right? You could just be picking up on the nostalgic, the memory lane, the energy, the woulda, coulda, shoulda. Because everything is energy, right? So we're picking up on the thought processes of the energy that they're in. Don't mean they're gonna stay in that energy, right? It doesn't mean they're gonna stay there. It's just that that's where we are right now. So give me some messages for their emotions, their true emotions here. And we get some supportive messages on the true emotions. What do we need to know about these emotions of the person that's most on collective's mind? Okay. Excuses. You have so many reasons that it never works out. Find reasons that it can. Ooh, that's deep. That what they telling themselves? At the bottom of the deck, you got soulmate only. You have many soulmates who would be great for you. There's not just one. And they know that. It's like, they like, I know that this person could truly potentially have anyone. That they have other soulmates out there. But that doesn't excuse the feelings that I have. The intentions, the emotions that I have. I'm really, really feeling like this is someone who didn't believe in themselves at some point in time. You know, there was this lack of belief or a lack of thinking that something could potentially be possible. And now, in their energy or their intentions, it's like they're in their emotions. They're tired of giving themselves excuses. Why not? Right? Now they're thinking about all the reasons why it can work when you show up in a different type of energy. This is someone who may have been afraid to show up in the past. We got quite a few that fell out. Let's see. Not if I'm going to take these all, but I just want to see what actually fell out. Losing yourself. You feel lost in your partner. It's okay to be yourself and have your own light too. Yeah, definitely. Not my type. Been open to different types of people because you may be open to different types of people because you may be surprised who you find. Okay. There's some kind of truth that's coming out here. Unlovable. Practice. Can't see. Practice radical self-acceptance and love yourself with all your flaws. So this is a combination of things, right? There was a lot of fear here because this person, the trumpet song, they always felt like they lost themselves in you, right? That's how deep their emotions are. That's how deep their feelings are, that they always felt like they lost themselves in you. But then there's this recollection and this realization that, you know, you feel lost with your partner, but it's okay to let yourself to love to it is okay to be yourself and have your own life too. It's like really being able to truly feel comfortable and vulnerable. There's a sense of vulnerability here, and then there's that energy here, the excuses that they made, that I'm unlovable, who will love me, right? This can't possibly work out. Being needy, make friends and spend time by yourself to take the pressure off of your relationship. It's like this person might have felt too clingy or needy, or they may have felt as if though you were too clingy or needy. Or there's some aspect of codependency. Thank you, Spirit. There was some aspect of codependency here. And then there's the energy of not your type. This person could have, you know, you may have not fit their normal type or what they thought that they would fall for, or they may not have been the type or the thought of person that you would fall for. But there was something there that kept bringing this back together. Or I don't know why I heard back together, but there was like some aspects of it where it kept bringing it back together or together in some way, like almost like an opposite type of attract type of thing. So if that was the issue, Spirit, then what was really truly the alignment here? What was truly the energy of the alignment? What was the person's true intentions? Keep it real, Spirit. Let us know, what was the person's true intentions, right? Not just the intentions for now, but help us to see deeper into why this sudden transformation or change here. Okay, addiction. You are either obsessed with someone or struggling with addiction. Get help. Okay. Yeah. And that was the energy of the excuses, stuck in the past. Let go of your ex completely so you can truly welcome new love into your life. That's a message of advice here for someone in the shadow energy, but there's some kind of addiction here. And when I saw that other card, and I was thinking it was giving me double vibes about the attraction piece. I think it was the attraction card, but it was giving me double devil vibes, and I was thinking like codependency. But it could also, if it wasn't codependency issues, there was some kind of addiction issues right here in their intentions. But this is intention energy. But I also asked, why was it a blockage here? Yeah, this is somebody could have definitely, you know, that's why they felt unlovable or whatever the emotional feelings. And it was really being drawn on the energy of their past. What's going on with the next moves energy here? Next moves, anxiety. They got a lot of anxiety about this next. They have a lot of anxiety about coming towards you and speaking some form. Well, they don't want to speak the truth, right? But expressing something to you. You are afraid to get close to someone. They are scared too. Give them a chance. Oh. Spirit is showing up that this person is showing up in brand new energy. They're showing up whole within themselves. They're releasing the energy of addiction and codependency, and they're stopped making excuses. They no longer want to be stuck to the past. They realize they have to completely let some old things go in order to have this brand new beginning. They're willing to open up to new thoughts and new opportunities in love, or love in a different way. Rushing. You can't hurry love. The right one is coming in perfect and divine timing. What's driving this energy? What is driving this energy? King of Cups and Justice. What is driving this energy? holding on. You must release old ties in order to have a fresh start with someone new. It's big piggybacking off of this energy here. It's like having to release an ex here in order to have something new. That could be the realization that someone is coming to. What's driving this energy is that they have to release it. They have to let it go. And I'm really feeling like this is like third party energy, especially with the Three of Cups being out here. But going through this Akashic, or going through this in definitely Dark Night of the Soul type of energy, but like really going in and reflecting and thinking about everything that's going on here. It's like somebody's coming to some realizations and some truths about about how they feel and what is required in order to have what it is that they desire. But this is your free will energy here. And sometimes the Six of Cups just means leaving the past in the past and staying in this independent energy. And the reason why I say that, because it's too much messy here. It says stuck in the past. Let go of your ex completely. There's other soulmates out here. You can't rush love. Be patient and wait. And this is like what you need to know. The subconscious energy. You deserve someone who can support you emotionally and love you fully. This is also falling up under the energy of realizations. This could be what they're realizing, that you definitely deserve more. And they're in this energy here, but they're holding on. You must release old ties in order to have a fresh start with someone. Yeah. What they're not telling you. What is this person not telling the collective spirit? What is this person not telling the collective? Not telling the collective. This unsocial wanted to come out. It said, I'm coming out. Don't try to put me back. You need to get out and mingle with new people so you can meet someone. Wow. I'm almost like thinking that this is what this person is thinking about. They're like, if I don't hurry up and act, or if I don't do something, I'm going to lose the collective. Because they know. Is there even any time? I was just heard they know they're on borrowed time, but I'm like, okay, but there's other soulmates out there. Release your ex. Don't get stuck. Do you have anxiety? It's almost like that mirrored energy. Do you have anxiety? Are you still holding on? This is like mutual energy here in some aspects. Especially the way it's coming out with these clarifiers. Procrastinate. Don't make someone wait around too long. They may give up on you. I'm telling you. Yeah. This is kind of like what they're going through, what they're telling themselves. If I continue, because remember, if you even watch the other video, or if you could even hear it, I don't know, there were some parts of it that were clearer than the others, but the person in that particular reading, right, the energy in that particular reading was talking about they weren't making any moves. This was just the feeling and sensation. There were no next moves. There were no actions being taken. It's like, and then now this energy is coming out. Procrastinate. Don't make someone wait around too long. They may give up. And it's like, that's kind of like ever since you left, they realize now that they have to take action. they need to take action because they already know it's not going to be too much longer until you find another soulmate. Someone else comes into your life that ignites you, that shows up for you, that's dependable, that's reliable, because this is spiritual energy here. So spirit could be telling you to wait. Don't rush it, because I'm bringing you in a divine counterpart, a divine mate, someone who's already in emperor energy, who's not trying to get there. Someone that you're going to immediately feel safe with, feel like home with, their destiny on your path. And it doesn't mean that the relationships that you have with the other person didn't serve a purpose, because the purpose that it served was to help to elevate you to the Nine of Pentacles energy, to get you prepared. It's like, you know, the roles that we play in each other's lives to help each other to go through judgment and to elevate to our greatest and highest version. And so that energy is not lost. It's an opportunity for growth. And there's also an energy of an opportunity for you to learn. So let's see. What does Spirit want you to know? What does Spirit want you to know about this particular energy here? Okay. Walking away. You leave too quickly when things get challenging. Stay and try to work it out. Ooh, that's deep. Okay. That's a message to you, collective. Don't walk away so quickly. In order to build, and I'm getting that energy of security, in order to build that security and create a safe haven for your partner to be able to get rid of the excuses and the anxiety and to feel safe and all of those things, is they have to be able to depend on you working with them, working it through with them, not walking away from them, to provide their sanctuary, their security, their safety here with the Emperor energy. What's at the bottom of the deck? Too soon. You get too serious too soon. Get to know each other before committing fully. So Spirit is saying you need to take time this time around. And I'm thinking very much this time around because the energy that we were in with the trumpet song, I don't know, this is bringing me back to that trumpet song energy. The energy that we were in with the trumpet song, it was really truly talking about a clean slate. Like, even though there was all of these things that had been gone through in the past and all of these issues and problems, the full energy always represents a clean slate to me. There's none of that energy from the past that's being brought into this new cycle. It is still a new cycle, but it's an elevated cycle. It's a different cycle. It is bringing you to a brand new process of the soul journey into your experiential growth for you to truly learn. Let's see. Final energy. Untrue stories. You tell yourself things. You tell yourself bad things. Change your story and see the good that can happen. So Spirit is almost saying, like, have faith in what this could potentially be. But this is your energy of your free will. You know, this is what potential results can be here. This is free will energy. And it's almost like, now that I'm keeping it this way, now that I'm keeping it this way, now that I'm looking at it this way, it's like you can go back to something or you can stay single. That's almost like, because this is free will energy, right? This is subconscious, what you don't see. This is more what you see, or, you know, what the potential outcome is. So this is the outcome here. The outcome energy is you could choose to go back and repeat a cycle, right? Even though it's a brand new cycle, it's going to be more of a clean slate. Take the time to get to know each other. Don't rush. Learn how to build safe security and trust. Learn to be vulnerable. Go through that cycle. That's really what the cycle is saying, is there's going to be still some growth that has to take place here. There's going to be some maturation and maturing that has to take place here. But that's almost like with the contract with Justice Energy, it's almost like what this soul contract was all about. Before you incarnated in this existence, you made this agreement to go through these cycles with each other to help each other to evolve on your soul's journey here. Let's see the message of advice. Mixed signals. You don't let others know you are interested. Flirt and be approachable. Ooh, okay. Mixed signals. And at the bottom of the deck, you have lust, not love. Passion isn't the same as lasting love. You don't get sucked in just by good sex. Don't get sucked in just by good sex. There's more to life, right? And I'm almost getting this as an energy of like that elevation energy, right? Once you know life, once you gain more enlightenment, more knowledge of self, you're more fully aware of that, right? And this could be an information or an energy that's saying, in the past or at lower level, more times, at different lower levels of time when I wasn't as informed, as enlightened, as aware, things that I had to learn and to grow, I was more in my lustful energy, right? I was more in my codependent energy. I was in this energy of addiction and having multiple partners and just all of these different types of things. And it was out of my fear and anxiety of getting close and not fully releasing myself from old situations and spaces before moving into new spaces and places, because I was fear of abandonment and fear of rejection and fear of being alone and all of these things. And that's the reason why I'm feeling like, okay, this is a healing energy. Six of Cups is a healing energy. It's almost like, yeah, you can go back and repeat some of these cycles, right? Or you can look at this spirit. I'm telling you, spirit is funny. Or you can stay independent and look what's at the bottom of the deck. The low of sunset. Look at the bottom of the deck. Are you really a loner? Or are you afraid of loving someone who could hurt you? I'm telling you, that's the energy. It's like someone is afraid of being hurt. And so they blocked off their heart chakra, which is the Two of Swords energy, because they're always on the defensive, not being you. You are trying to project the perfect image, but it is not really you. Be yourself. And then that's the other piece. Not being, one of those other cards, when all four of them were when they fell on the floor. I think that's the card that I'm looking for. It was saying about someone who was not being themselves. Yeah, it was something about that. Oh, not feeling as if though they were lovable. Yeah, feeling loved, or that, or it wasn't this one feeling loved. It was a different card, but it was talking about the exact same thing. Not feeling lovable, not feeling good enough in a lot of ways. What am I going to pull for messages of advice on this one? This is deep, deep, deep. Let me see. What do I want to pull for messages of advice? Let me see. This one just came to mind. I'm going to pull one of the Akashic Truth Oracles because I really feel like there's a deeper soul or spiritual message here. So I'm going to pull an Akashic Record message because I really truly believe that this is a very, very, very spiritual connection here. And it has all of the factors of twin flame energy and really truly showing up in that energy of soulmates. All about the energy of helping someone to grow and to elevate into their highest version through the experience of connection, right? Isn't that how we all, through the experience of connection? All right. I'm going to take both of them. Energy here. Victim mindset. You feel the world is against you, and this will only cause you to attract more negative results. Stop the blame and take the responsibility for your happiness. Only then will abundance start to flow. See it through. You don't always finish what you start, and then talk badly to yourself because of it. Break the karmic pattern by seeing a project through to the end, and then be proud of what you accomplished. Yeah, this is someone who's seeing life very, very differently. Very, very differently than how they had been or what they've been seeing in the past. Definitely. And you know what one of the things that the last reading and this one, it's like this is showing true, authentic energy. Like, I haven't seen a 5 of Swords, a 7 of Swords. I think the other one did have some moon energy, but I don't think it was hiding anything deceptive or hiding anything negative. I think it was just really, truly touching on this connection, past life energy and deep emotions, and also the energy that is around the fears, right? The anxiety, the fear to approach, just, all of the things that go into this energy. And that's how this energy is coming out here. There's a lot going on here with the energy. But the thing that I love about it is there's a tremendous amount of growth here. It's like realizing that you went through all of this to be a better person, right? Which is always our 10 energy. What was the reason why I went through everything that I've gone through this experience? Why did this all happen? And it's for so much more of a higher level of growth. The sacrifice. Look at this, master number 44, the sacrifice. Let's go ahead and get into this energy. The sacrifice. Now I'm trying to remember what deck this is. The sacrifice. Alright, number 44. This is the mystical shaman oracle. Number 44. To sacrifice means to make sacred. The sacrifice is an offering of gratitude made from the heart, a feast of love prepared for spirit. In olden days, sacrifices sometimes involved rituals in which blood was offered to the gods. For example, in the Bible, Yahweh preferred Abel's sacrifice of one of his lambs to Cain's offering of vegetables and fruits. In Middle America, however, Quetzalcoatl, the Lord of the Dawn, came to teach the spirit, preferred our songs and our prayers to the blood of humans or animals. The sacrifice asks that you offer to spirit that which is most precious to you. Your offering will be sacrificed and returned tenfold. You will be elevated to the altar at which you have been praying and meet the divine at the table with the heavenly feast. You are a welcome guest in the banquet. Your heart is only worthy offering you can bring. Life has been generous with you in so many ways. What is the one person or thing that you feel you cannot live without? It is time to offer it all to Spirit so that it may unfold as it will. Do not cling to the old form or allow your sacrifice to weigh heavily upon you. You have sacrificed yourself and your dreams for too long. Now is the time to dedicate yourself to your journey. When you open the door to infinite wealth, do not delay. I told you this reading was deep. I could feel it. I could feel it in the energy that this is a deep message. This message goes back to the origins of your incarnation and the purpose for your soul's journey and the purpose of your soul's growth. Yeah, I'm blown away. I'm going to leave it there. Thank you so much for joining me here on my channel. And if you haven't already done so, what are you waiting for? Go ahead and hit that like button. Share this video with those that you believe could benefit from the messages. And subscribe. Become a part of the Soul Joyner family, where we learn, grow, and expand together, working to raise the collective conscious one unique soul at a time. And that unique soul is you. Until our soul paths cross again, Soul Joiners, I am wishing you love, peace, blessings, happiness, and abundance beyond to you. Have a blessed and abundant day. Namaste.
Everybody loves the sunshine. Sunshine. Folks get down in the sunshine. Sunshine.